Do you guys remember the Final Fantasy 15 Platinum demo? Kind of a weird thing. It was a one-off. A lot of the stuff that was in the demo never really made it into the game. Well, 9 years ago, I did a playthrough, so I think it'd be kind of interesting to check out the OG playthrough for that Platinum demo in today's video. Alright, so if you've watched some of my previous videos, you'll know that I've been going through some of my older privated videos that I completely forgot about. And this was one of those videos I completely forgot about. 9 years ago in 2016, the Final Fantasy 15 Platinum demo released. And I decided to play it. And I did a full playthrough here on the channel, which got like 3 views. So I love 15. It recently had its, I believe, 9-year anniversary. And I thought it'd be interesting to go back because I don't remember uploading this, to be honest. I don't remember what my thoughts were, but it was such an interesting demo. I don't think you can access the Platinum demo these days unless maybe it's still on your hard drive, but it was such an interesting thing that I remember how they did the demo of it just being like a one-off thing where it was just kind of meant to give you a taste of what was going to be in the game, but not actually show you what was going to be in the game. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to check it out. All right. Super
Hello,
bright
everybody,
screen.
Chocobo here, and today I am playing the Platinum demo for Final Fantasy 15. Now, this is actually news to me. I had no idea this demo was coming out at all. But I've actually been pretty excited for Final Fantasy 15. The last Final Fantasy game I was actually really excited for was 10. So it's been a long time since I've been excited for a Final Fantasy game from Square. But I'm just going to be playing through the demo today. This is my first time playing. I'm going to go ahead and check my options before I start. I am an options man.
Still am. First off, holy nasally tone, Batman. I feel like I'm still nasally to this day. I got a lot of sinus issues, but you really hear the nasal tone in my voice back then. But also, again, this was the Final Fantasy that got me back into Final Fantasy. Funny enough, though, I didn't play 15 in 2016 when it came out. I wouldn't play it until 2018, like late 2018 when the Royal Edition had already been out. So even then, it took me a while. I was like a 9-year gap of not playing a Final Fantasy game.
Everything looks good, looks fine, just the way I would use it. So, I have no idea what this demo is going to include. I don't know if it's just exploration and adventure, or if there's going to be some battles, but we're going to find out. So, from what I understand, I believe this is a standalone demo.
Yep, it is.
I don't think this is going to be in the actual game.
This game struggled to run on an
Xbox
Xbox One.
Incredible so far. All that hair and that hair detail, that hair dome.
It is a very good looking game. The open world stuff especially, I think, still holds up to this day.
Oh, it's a little, it looks like a little bunny dragon.
I didn't recognize Carbuncle.
It's a very large smartphone.
Especially for a child. Yeah, you play as Kid Noctis for most of this, I think.
Oh, the animal can communicate via smartphone. That's awesome. That's an app I would actually like.
That'd be cool.
I can talk to my dog via a smartphone app. That would be great. This is the world of your dreams. I see that. Okay, so I can jump and I can roll. Okay. Oh, this is the only bad part is when games have exploration. Is I'm very OCD with trying to look for things, so I tend to run around like a maniac until I can collect everything in the area. But since this is a demo,
yeah, not much has changed there. I have to explore every nook and cranny of a world to get items and look for hidden stuff. It's a problem.
I don't want it to be too long of a video. I will just try and follow. Oh, I'll try and follow it as straightforward as possible.
I get so distracted.
But if I see these little yellow things, I'm going to grab them. Whoa.
Dude, the summons in 15 were so cool.
Oh, he was large.
But terrifying.
What was that? What was that all about?
I think it might be one of my favorite interpretations of the summons in the series.
Ruby Light. Oh, so I got a sword, a squeaky hammer, new equipment. So...
Wrong button.
I pressed the wrong button.
Called it out there.
Oh, so you can assign weapons. Okay, here. It's very sword-like. Let's do the sword there, and then let's make the hammer D-pad down.
So this is pretty close to how the final game was.
Selected.
At this point, they had everything finalized for the most part.
Oh, okay, so it just pops up. All right, that makes sense. So this already reminds me a lot of Kingdom Hearts, which is not a bad thing. I love those games.
Very Kingdom Heartsy.
These creatures are called nightmares.
Especially with the toy sword. Very Kingdom Hearts 1, Destiny Island, with the wood sword.
Okay. I'm assuming this is probably to what the battle system in the remake for 7 is going to be similar to, which I don't have an issue with. I know a lot of people were freaking out about that.
Even back then, people were still upset about the combat system for the 7 remake trilogy, it not being turn-based. Nothing has changed.
Okay, it's telling me to go that way, but I see these little orbs and I gotta get them. Hold on, little dude. I will be right back. Something stirs in the dreamscape. Oh, shit.
That is terrifying, man.
Stuff like that is terrifying to me. What is that? It's like a... Well, okay. It looks like a Leviathan or something. At first, I thought it was a beanstalk. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. Big things scare me. That's gonna get taken out of context, but like I forget what the phobia is called, but like just seeing like really huge like creatures, that stuff legit terrifies me. I've sometimes come across videos on TikTok of like CG recreations of megalodons, or like what a Leviathan would actually look like in real life, or like a Cthulhu, and I'm like, nope, I'm good. I don't need to watch that. I think in Japan there's a hotel actually that has a life-size statue of Godzilla in its courtyard. So if you rent certain rooms and you look out your window, you are eye level with Godzilla. It's horrifying. That stuff freaks me out so bad. But the summons in 15 were so cool.
Told to go this way.
I think it's my favorite iteration of the summons in terms of like their look and power. They feel scary. They feel big and powerful. I know the mechanics of how they're summoned were a bit of a turnoff for some people because it was randomized. I think it depended on the area you were in, but also there was like hidden parameters on what would determine what summon would show up. But when they showed up, man, it felt like an epic moment. It was devastating, the damage they did. I love how they portrayed the summons in 15. It's so cool.
Super trippy. Very much reminds me of Kingdom Hearts. The whole Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Level, where you're super small. I can't move.
This was such a fun, creative way to do a demo for a Final Fantasy game. Yeah, it's also kind of well done. Honestly, like teaching you just like the basic mechanics of like how to equip stuff and how to use it, spells and weapons.
Locked. Oh, I see shiny orbs. I must grab these.
I don't remember if there was any carryover. I don't think there was carryover from the demo into the main game though.
Whoa, I have a car. I was transformed into a car.
This also showing you how you would use the regalia.
This is weird.
they had a lot of good
Super trippy,
ideas.
on acid.
Again, this game went through development hell. Nomura with Versus 13 and that falling apart. They had to bring in, is it Tabata? I believe who was
I see orbs.
The replacement director. They had to cobble together something coherent.
Or not.
It was really the Royal Edition when things really clicked for 15. The Royal Edition is so good. I love that game so much, man. And I don't know if a lot of people played the Royal Edition because it came out
More shiny orbs.
I think 2 years after the base game. So
Must collect all the shiny things.
obviously this game came out before it was ready.
Oh, there's an enemy. Let's try out the hammer.
But I think the Royal Edition is so well done, man. I love that character. The story, the characters, so emotional. They do a phenomenal job of building up Noctis and the Chocobros to where they feel like genuine, not just friends, but brothers.
I feel bad killing these things,
and once you get to the end of the game, it is heartbreaking, man. I cried for like 40 minutes
So far, you only
when the
have
game
one
ended.
strike with the hammer, but it seems to do more damage than the sword did.
Because they hit you with scene after scene after scene. Just when you think you're done crying, nope. They're going to throw something else out there to make you cry even harder. That campfire scene, man. Again, these are some of my favorite characters, I think, in all of Final Fantasy now. They're so well written and performed. And it makes up for me, it makes up for the lack of stuff to do in the world. Because just hanging around these characters is so fun and exciting, and they feel like, you know, fleshed out real friends. And just hearing the banter, driving around in the regalia, doing hunts.
You have to try out the fireworks.
That carries a lot of the game for me.
Oh, they do. Okay,
that's cool.
Sweet.
They were very ambitious with this game, man.
So you have to hold X to defend yourself.
Is it the was it the Luminous engine is what they were using for this game? Unfortunately, Square never figured out their own in-house engine.
Air and attack?
Which would have helped out a lot in the long run. They wouldn't have had to pay like licensing fees to other companies like Epic to use Unreal Engine. Unfortunately, it just never worked out. So I don't know if they would try it again. That's a very costly endeavor. I think maybe they're fine.
Bar, though, I've noticed. I don't even take damage, but it might just because it's a dream.
I think they're probably just fine using Unreal. Although they did use a customized engine for 16. If I remember correctly, they used a modified version of the Final Fantasy 14 engine, which I don't think was ever confirmed. That was just kind of the rumor flying around.
The same combo set. I tried timing the button differently. It didn't seem to change too much.
Yeah, so combat wasn't super in-depth in this game.
Time sped up.
You see the bones of what they wanted to do
in the long run.
And those bones would end up in like a Final Fantasy VII remake. But Noctis's combos were pretty basic. You could just literally hold the button down and he would do auto combos. So it doesn't feel great to play by today's standards, but like it's serviceable for the most part, I would say.
Long hallway. Shiny orbs.
That music too. Oh man, that music brings back so many memories for me.
That's kind of cool. I like the sunny weather though.
Oh, this is
the rainy weather was pretty cool too.
Oh god, what is the name of the town? It's like the one town you visit in 15. I'm blanking on the name, but I think this is supposed to be a version of that.
More orbs. Must grab shiny things. Shining hammer. Received a gift.
That music. Yeah, anyway, like, not to get too deep, but like this game hit me at a time in my life where I really needed it, and it was very like medicinal for me in a lot of ways. Just to kind of escape, you know, life in the outside world and be in this cool fantasy world with these cool dudes who loved one another and fought for one another. It's such a, I love it, man. If you haven't played 15 or you had negative impressions of it, I would suggest giving Royal Edition a shot. It's very good.
Oh shit. Okay, so what's this thing do? Oh wow, this is a one-hit kill compared to the toy hammer.
Just smashing that attack button.
Okay, much stronger. I get it now. What's this do? Uh-oh. Noctis transformed. What am I? I
think these ended up in the base game.
Whoa,
except they looked way bigger, I think. They were enemies you could hunt down.
Oh, no, I can't. Can I attack in another form?
Oh, God. They had a whole bunch of animals. This was such a cool demo, man.
I'm stuck. I am. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, it's very inventive. Just doing something different.
So you can't attack in these forms. See if I can actually land one and see how much damage it does. That was insane.
That would have been interesting if that made it into the full game. If Noctis had that ability to like transform into animals. I don't know if it would have worked. It's still, I think graphically it's still a very good looking game. It's just it's a real shame Square couldn't figure out their engine.
And that little creature is adorable. I don't even know what it is.
The lighting looks pretty good too. I mean, it's blinding me right now.
It's very bright. Okay, so we've entered the portal. We're supposed to be out of the dream.
Insomnia. Wow.
Or it's leading me to the end of the dream.
Yeah, that's another downer. You didn't really get to explore Insomnia in the main game.
If I'm gonna get attacked,
Especially the
aren't I?
base game.
This
It
is
wasn't
just
until Royal
there's
Edition
no
where you
music
get to
playing.
explore
There's nobody
like
here.
the ruins of Insomnia and the
Something's gonna
Citadel
frickin' jump
eventually.
out at me. This does look like the part in the tech demo they showed, though.
Also,
Oh, watch out, little dude.
oh, Carbuncle.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no. You can't hurt animals,
Okay,
man.
stuff like that does not sit well with me.
I haven't
But these
changed.
dudes are known to be badasses.
I haven't changed much. Carbuncle is the best boy.
This little guy's
This
tough.
one will protect you through your darkest dreams.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But remember, Noct, in the world of your dreams, you are king.
I just realized it looks like a carbuncle.
Duh.
I wonder if that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, now we're the older.
now we got
Noctis.
knocked.
This is okay. Now it's getting cool.
Yeah, I was saying before, you didn't actually
Oh,
get
I
to
got an
explore
actual sword
Insomnia
now?
until the
Oh,
Arden
shit.
DLC.
Oh shit! And I just got hit. Not very good at this so far. Okay, but I do have HP now. Okay. I'm gonna have to hold down X to defend.
Yeah, it's a really
there's
interesting
some,
combat system. The bones of it are really cool. I think if they had more
involved
time, they could have come
in
up with something
combat.
super cool. Because base game, you only got
Just takes some getting
Noctis.
used to.
Royal
I think I
Edition,
have
you got the
another
option
weapon
to
too, but
play as everyone else, which was so cool. It opened up combat so much.
dope. Let's switch to this other weapon, broadsword. Okay.
The animations
shit,
too,
it's
like you
huge.
feel the weight of the weapons when Noctis
Almost like a
dodges, the way
big-ass
his
buster
clothing
sword.
moves with him. It's, man, it's so cool.
I do have magic. Should probably check out the magic.
Oh no.
Ow.
It's almost like Noctis's ring that you
Fire.
get to use.
I
I
missed.
missed.
I missed, and I have no more fire.
Yeah,
Well, it's up
in
there,
like
so
9 and 10 years, not much has
Back to the
changed with
sword.
me.
Doing a lot of damage. That is like a big ass buster sword. I am a fan.
It's a big old great sword.
So
Oh
yeah,
God,
there's a
my
lot more
footage.
strategy involved in this combat than I think a lot of people thought. I missed an attack prompt.
This was back in 2016.
Oh, so that's like an execution move.
I think I was using a Windows Vista
Okay, this part's
computer.
pretty dope. Okay, now I'm a little kid again.
I think at that point I had Windows 8 maybe.
That's pretty cool. I like the
God,
whole idea
Windows
of
8 sucked.
placing something at your bedside which protects you in your dreams.
Yeah.
That, I do like that concept.
Yeah, that
Pretty
would have been a
cool.
cool concept for the full game if they had incorporated that. Maybe that's how
And
summons
it does
could have
give you a
worked.
taste of exploration, maybe some puzzles, because I don't know what these little plates are doing to the game. I know they affect the weather and speed, apparently.
But I like the integration of what they did
But
with
I don't know what
summons
their
in the final
overall
game.
purpose is for
That
the
works
game.
well.
But that battle was pretty dope, if I do say so myself. So that's a really good taste of how the combat's actually going to work, look, feel. Definitely some strategery involved. I messed up with the fire. I completely missed the giant with my fire, so that was embarrassing. Step on the awakening plate and proceed to
I think I'd
landing.
do another
Well, there's-
fight.
Well, there's something else down here, so before I
Yeah, I saw that platform
leave
down
my
there.
dream, let's see what this plate down here does. Something stirs in the dreamscape.
Oh, Chocobo.
Oh, so it's a chance to do the battle over.
I think this is a
Okay.
harder version of it though.
Let's see if I can make my fire. I have no fire. They didn't give me any fire back. But I think I'm sort of getting the hang of this. So if you hold down the button, it will continue your combos for you instead of just mashing the button, which is nice. Looks like I staggered him. This broadsword is super heavy. Oh, Carbuncle's helping me. That's what it is. It's a Carbuncle.
Duh. Some Final Fantasy fan you are.
I'm just so used to them being green because I'm used to the Carbuncle that was in Final Fantasy VIII. I don't know what it just gave me. So can I check my menu here? Okay, I just have this stuff. I don't
Man,
know
it'd
what the
be
Carbuncle just did
something
with
to
the
see
delay.
this game
Maybe it healed me.
redone with the combat
Unsure at the
system
moment.
of the 7 Remake Trilogy, or even 16. Just really
Looks
let
like there's
Noctis
windows of opportunity to attack.
cut loose.
Because that's what it's telling me to do. Let's switch back to the air step sword.
Because it kind of feels like 16 is...
Wide of warp.
I know it was different
That clearly
development
worked.
teams, but 16 feels kind of like what 15
I'm
wanted
seriously
to be
wounded.
to a degree, or maybe even the 7 remake trilogy is a
Holding
better
Y, and it's not
example of
working.
that. I'm gonna die.
I see like an indicator,
Cool.
and it's not. Oh, okay. That
Warp
makes sense.
strike. So cool.
Okay.
What did Ruby
Sweet,
Light
so
do?
the little carbuncle heals me, and I can warp around.
My
from
armature can be
location to
conjured
location.
freely.
That is
That's
cool.
what
Okay.
it is. Okay.
To get out of harm's way. That's cool. That's a cool mechanic. And you can warp strike. Sweet.
The game is chugging.
Eat shit, Iron Giant. Not only that, but this is like a notorious Final Fantasy villain in the series. There's always been Iron Giants. I'm gonna get murdered.
Very iconic enemies. I missed the warp
It's like
fleet.
I gotta flee.
They were very generous
So you
in
just
the
gotta
demo.
make sure you're aimed directly at the location you want to warp to. Which
with
is
you not
letting me warp
dying.
now. Probably because I'm too injured. Okay, once you get some health back, then you can warp. But there's, wow, look at all these different locations you can warp. And then can I do a warp strike from here or no?
Afraid of heights.
Probably too far away. Okay. Let's get lower. There we go. So I can warp from different locations.
I don't even
This
think
is
I knew how to
really cool,
use the
actually.
armature here. I have it. I don't think I activate it.
And warp strikes. Okay. I'm getting my ass beat. God. The bumpers just showed up for something. I don't know what they were for.
I think that was the armature activation. Yeah, I didn't even pick up on that.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Probably gonna wanna get out of here. Warp attack. So it's in.
Dude, yeah, these defense
you
and
can parry,
parries.
and you can counter. Oh,
These were
okay, there's a
cool.
lot of facets to this combat I was not expecting. Warp out of harm's way. That's dope, man.
It's starting to click for me here. You can kind of see it.
You definitely get a lot of options now. Because before I thought it was just going to be standard fight on the ground, and if you're wounded, then you're screwed. But I can warp from location to location to escape harm's way, which is nice. Broadsword deals way more damage. And you toast. Next time, wash your hands.
I forgot why I started
Okay, that was
saying that.
pretty cool. So you can warp from spot to spot. You can do a warp strike attack. You can switch your weapons on the fly. In this case, the little carbuncle heals you if you're close to death. I'm assuming just because it's a demo, you can't die, but it does heal you, which is nice. So
I never figured
that
out
seems to be the demo.
the
so
armature.
That's pretty cool. The combat in this last section is a lot of fun, so I might play it again just to do that. But I guess stepping on this bronze plate will end the demo. So let's see what happens. Yes.
Oh, Insomnia at Night. Oh, the transitionals that's cool.
Wow.
The Regalia. Yeah, this is a cool way to add backstory to Noct. You can always be with your dad when you're riding in this car. Aw.
This thing is so cute. Yeah, I'm assuming it's a carbuncle. That's the only thing I can think of.
See you.
And it's so cute.
Hmm?
It's like a cat dog.
Noct rocking the Converse.
Look at that. Adorable. I want a plushie of one of these.
Wait. I remember your name now.
Oh, who's good? It was a carbuncle. Thank you, Final Fantasy History.
Duh.
It's just, like I said, I was used to the Final Fantasy VIII carbuncle because it had a green hue to it. Congratulations on completing the Platinum demo.
Grown up Noct.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun. I haven't had this much fun playing a Final Fantasy game in a very long time. I will order it, just not now. I'd like to play the demo some more, just get a better feel for it. But the combat was cool, the graphics are great, the music so far is awesome. I'm pleasantly surprised because I couldn't get into Final Fantasy 11. I'm not big on MMOs.
Still not big into
not
MMOs.
get into 12 at all.
Couldn't get into 12.
Get into 13.
Couldn't do it.
14 I skipped. Again, I'm not an online MMO person, but 15 looks pretty dope. So I'm Curious Corduroy. That was the Platinum demo for Final Fantasy 15. A lot of fun. I'll probably be playing it again. You should definitely check it out. It's free on the marketplace for whatever console you're using. If you like the video, click the like button. If you want to subscribe and you haven't already, click the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Dang, even my sign-offs were similar back then. This was fun. Yeah, it's bringing back a lot of Final Fantasy 15 memories for me. I really love 15. If you're someone who was maybe put off by it and never gave it a chance, I highly recommend you try it out. The Royal Edition in particular. They flesh out so much more of the world and the characters, combat. This ended up being like, again, a really special Final Fantasy for me because it was the one that got me back into Final Fantasy. Funny enough, again, I think I said this at the top of the video, I played this in 2016, but I didn't buy the game until 2018. Funny enough, I bought the Day 1 edition at a Sam's Club. They still had the Day 1 edition available there. And then I took it home and I got the Royal Edition upgrades to download. So I still technically have an OG copy of Final Fantasy 15 on Xbox. But man, it's such a special game for me. I enjoyed the combat. It's not super deep, but man, there's some like really interesting ideas they had there. I love the summons. I love how they use the summons in this game. They feel like earth-shattering beings that show up, devastate the environment and your enemies, and then they leave. The force of the summons in this game is very well done. I love how they're depicted. I love the music. Yoko Shimomura has a beautiful soundtrack that just... Again, much like Uematsu, she was able to create a soundtrack that just perfectly represented the world and characters of 15. And again, even though it ended up being a game that was mostly open world but didn't have a ton of stuff in it, the characters and their writing and their banter and just spending time with them, that more than made it up for the lack of stuff to do in the world for me. And granted, there weren't a lot of locations. It was mostly gas stations and restaurants. You could go fishing. You could do hunt battles, which were a ton of fun. Explore dungeons, which weren't too different from one another. But those characters, man, carried a lot of that game for me. And seeing the Royal Edition really flesh things out. Again, it's very clear that because of the troubled development, the game came out way too soon. I mean, it was taking too long to make because of Nomura and his team just... for whatever reason, couldn't nail their concept or whatever, and they had to bring in somebody new, and Tabata, or Tabata, however you're supposed to pronounce it. And he did his best, man. He did his best to put together a game that was, had a beginning, middle, and end that was somewhat coherent, that you could actually play. But it was really that Royal Edition that came out 2 years after the launch of the original game that would really be like, this is what Final Fantasy 15 was supposed to be. And again, when it comes to the combat in this game, you can kind of see the bones of it in other games. The 7 Remake Trilogy kind of has a similar feel to this. Final Fantasy 16 is way more character action, like a Devil May Cry, but still, like how you see it in this demo and in the base game, you were only playing as Noctis. You could issue commands to the Chocobros, but you only really had Noctis to use. So this game definitely still has an influence, I think, on future Final Fantasy titles. Again, it'd be so cool to see a remaster of this game, which I don't even know if they'd be able to do it, but one that tweaks the combat. Give it like a Final Fantasy VII Remake, similar type of combat system, or even do like character action but allow you to switch between the Chocobros. I think could be really, really cool. Because clearly what they wanted to do with the combat was very ambitious, but they just, maybe just didn't have the time or resources, but what we ended up with, I still think is a lot of fun. And I had so much fun just running around in this world with these characters, fighting, switching characters, hearing the banter, seeing the camaraderie between these guys, not just outside in conversations, but in battle, seeing Prompto pull out a big cannon, and Noctis is there holding his shoulders as he fires the cannon, and he falls down and Noctis picks him up. Seeing the characters just interact, they felt like genuine, like, again, friends, brothers. So that's an aspect of the game I think they completely nailed. Some of my favorite characters in the whole of Final Fantasy. Super special game. So I thought it was just kind of cool. I forgot I did this. I completely forgot it was on the channel privated, but I'm like, you know what? It got like 3 views back then. No one was really interested in my channel, but I thought it'd be kind of like a fun walk down memory lane to kind of revisit this demo. It was very unique, very different. I think it does a cool job of introducing the player to the mechanics, to Noctis, throwing in some backstory. It's a very creative demo. I'd kind of like to see more companies do this. I think it's pretty cool. But I thought it'd be fun to just revisit it and just kind of see what 2016 me thought of this game at the time, because again, it'd been a while since I had played a Final Fantasy. But that being said, that is the video. I'm Curious Corduroy. If you made it this far, you can click the like button if you like the video. If you want to stick around for this type of content, you can subscribe. I mentioned this in a previous video. Apparently you can hype videos too, so if you see a hype button and it's free, you can click that to help the video and the channel as well. I will see you guys in the next one. Please remember to always be excellent to one another.